Hello, I'm Tony, and today we are helping out a writer that's got writer's block. I know the feeling. In Epistory, type in Chronicles, a game free from the Epic Game Store until the 26th of January 2023. When I first saw this, I thought it was going to be a typing tutorial designed to turn you into a touch typer, or increase your speed at least. And it's definitely that, but I was surprised at how much the developers had managed to turn it into an actual game that even someone not interested in typing skills might want to play. There's a lot more to talk about here than I expected, so let's get into it. This is a beautiful looking game with good voiceovers and very charming music that replaces the reaction based normal movement combat with typing, and pretty forgiving typing too. Once you've started typing a word, getting a letter wrong doesn't reset your progress on it, it just pauses, which is helpful on long words as long as you're paying attention to it. It took me a while to get used to this, as I'd automatically start retyping the whole word, but once I got over that, it was actually useful. As a non-touch typist, I spent a lot of time looking at my keyboard rather than the screen, and it definitely felt like I was not doing the typing bit right. So it did start to encourage me to at least try to learn how to touch type. Let me explain what the game is though. You take control of a nameless girl that's basically the writer's muse, and you traverse lands which are generated from pages somehow. And as you do so, the writer constructs a story, helping to break through that writer's block. You use the EF and IJ keys to move around, because this puts your hand in the correct touch typing position. You might notice that on most keyboards, F and J have an extra raised part at the bottom of the key, which helps you reposition your hands without looking. As you awkwardly walk using these keys, for me at least, it's so different from the usual WASD. You can hit the spacebar and highlight any objects that you want to clear by typing the words that appear above them. You'll often find that your onward path is blocked by trees or stones that can be removed this way. You might also find chests that require multiple words to unlock, but which contain picture fragments or upgrade points. Yeah, I said upgrade points because this game has upgrades. More on that later. This is all a pretty chill experience until you get attacked by creatures, which close in on you until you type the however many words that they have above them. If they reach you, you need to go back and retell that part of the story. So there's no real penalty for this. I never really found myself losing too much time and too much progress if I failed. While these do put a bit of time pressure on you, there are circles in the world that give you a proper fight. There's a big bunch of creatures coming at you in waves, sometimes having far more complicated words to type, and also sometimes requiring you to prioritise which creature you need to remove first. You might be typing a nice long 8-letter word out of 3 8-letter words that a slow moving enemy has, when 4 quick creatures appear and start to rush at you. There's also puzzles in the game, generally revolving around accurate use of your direction keys, which was harder for me than it sounds, but also some that do require the standard puzzle solving logic. The game does reward accurate typing in the form of a bonus that increases your score for correctly typing more and more words for a limited time. So quick, accurate typing is the way to get a really high score. That's the kind of gameplay that I was expecting from this. But, like I said earlier, there's more than that here. First you got the upgrades. You're awarded upgrade points as you level up because you have an experience bar that uses the scores you earn from your typing. And the upgrades give you a bunch of bonuses. You've got the ability to sprint and then to speed it up, higher typing combo bonuses and longer time that they last before running out, but also map based ones that let you teleport or give you a direction to the next interesting thing. Also included are element-based skills because there's objects and creatures that need to be removed using a specific element. You get the element ability as you play through the game, and then you can switch between them by typing them first before you type the word, i.e. ice and fire to switch to ice or fire. There are 4, ice, fire, lightning and wind, but I've not played long enough to get the last 2. I have been through a battle though with monsters that have both fire and ice coming at you, and it definitely makes things even more hectic than they already are in these staged fights. Basically adding an extra word before you can start typing the words to get rid of the monsters. The bonuses you can get through the upgrades though help a lot. Fire can actually start burning the next word for a creature once you've cleared one of the words, and ice can freeze a creature in place once you correctly type one of the words. The fire and ice obviously add another element to the prioritisation. There's no need to type the word for a creature which is either frozen or is in the process of having its word removed and it's going to be taken out of the game anyway. On top of this, there's also an arena based on the different environments each chapter takes place in, where, like the circle, you fight waves of enemies, but as far as I know there's no end to it. You're basically aiming to get the highest score you can. This is a really good place for typing practice obviously, but it's also a way to get some of the achievements the game has, because the game has achievements. Some of them are likely to take a fair old while. There's one where you have to kill 10,000 enemies, though that's going to be a lot of gameplay. Now, I didn't start playing this game with the aim of becoming a better typist, but I might well play it more just as a game, as it is a pretty engaging experience. It's fun and hectic when you have a ton of enemies after you and you're typing away at creatures that are just about to get you and you manage to clear them all. It's a great feeling. Because of that, I do recommend people grab this for free, unless you have issues typing. I currently do at the moment, which is kind of why I've only played a few hours. Or you just really don't want to type. For those people, no, this is not going to work. There's no way around all of the typing. That's basically the point of the game. But for other people who won't mind it, I enjoyed my time playing this, and I'm about a quarter of the way through the game after a couple of hours, although nowhere near finishing all of the achievements. But when I can, I probably will play this thing all the way through. It's a definite recommend for me. Go give this a try, because it was way more fun than the title implied and the premise seemed to promise. Okay, that's all from me, so thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Goodbye.